Welcome back, boys and girls. The question we have immediately for you is, who is more likely to get Anthony Davis, Boston or LA? Stay tuned.
Or other.
Or other. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, so this is the NBA section of the Daily Sports Dosage podcast. So we have DSD, DBD, which is Daily Basketball Dosage, DFD, which is Daily Football Dosage, and follow us on official DSD on Twitter. Okay, so let's start with this. What is going on in the NBA's trade sequences? They can't keep it together? Okay, so if anyone didn't understand, there's a 3-team trade that almost happened over the weekend, last week. It was between the Wizards, Suns, and the Memphis Grizzlies. So the Suns and the Grizzlies never communicated one time during the entire trade process, okay? and they relied on the Washington dumpster fire Wizards, okay? So the Suns believed they were going to get Dillon Brooks, not Marshawn Brooks.
So a young talent for old hat.
And I want to remind you about Marshawn Brooks. He was the Providence stud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old timer.
I haven't even heard that.
Dillon Brooks is a stud in Oregon.
Dude, Dillon Brooks is a stud. Dillon Brooks has been good.
Yeah.
Okay? So
short tenure so far.
Yes. Very, very quick. So then the Suns were going to trade Trevor Ariza to the Grizzlies, and then the Wizards were giving up Kelly Oubre to the Memphis Grizzlies. And there might have been another person in there, but it doesn't really matter. So as they were like signing the trade, the Suns go, "Wait, I thought it was Dillon Brooks, not Marshawn Brooks." And they're like, "No." And he goes, "Deal's off." That's literally what happened. And you know what? That's hilarious, really funny, embarrassing though.
It's terrible. I think it's a great. It's funny for a fan's perspective because
hilarious.
The NBA is like literally a reality TV show. Like I feel like we're on like
NBA drama is the best kind of drama.
Fun.
They need to have a VH1 just for the front office.
You know who was in the middle of all of it?
Woj?
Like uplit Woj.
Yeah, so
Woj almost had a heart attack.
So let me tell you something
Woj
too.
knew more than the team.
Brooks is deleting his tweets, retyping it.
I just want to say this too. So now I remember Sam Decker was in the trade, and Woj was like, he's being traded to this team, and then Sam Decker tweeted him afterwards, "Keep my fucking name out of your mouth." Woj was like, Schefter literally was having a heart attack. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
but
you can't make that drama up.
In regards to the trade,
you can't make it up.
Yeah,
in regards to the trade, doesn't it?
Okay, but
only Dillon Brooks was the only real useful player. Like Ariza's good, like,
but he's
whatever.
been in the league 15 years.
Yeah, he's
and then
average.
Kelly Oubre is okay, but
Agreed.
like okay. But Dillon Brooks is maybe a little bit better, but they're all in the same category.
The only team that out of those teams that really can make the playoffs would probably be Memphis.
Yeah,
Memphis,
honestly,
which is crazy.
That's why they didn't.
Maybe the
want
Wizards may sneak in, but and then the next day. So I want to say this first. The first thing I thought about was, imagine you're Kelly Oubre, you get traded, and then you don't get traded now, and you don't go anywhere. Yeah. You're like.
Can I throw a quick comparison? This reminds me of, I think it was the Cleveland Browns when they wanted to sign, was it AJ McCarron?
Oh, and it was the 2 second-round picks, and they didn't make the call
by 5 o'clock, and they didn't.
That's worse, I think.
That's what this reminds me of. They just like didn't make the call.
He missed the trade deadline. That's so Cleveland Browns it hurts. But yeah, so and then the trade ended up being the Suns between the Wizards the next day, and the Wizards got Trevor Ariza, and then the Suns got Kelly Oubre and maybe somebody else, but doesn't matter.
I think it's a fair trade.
Yeah. No. It was Austin Rivers, and at the time, I don't know why everyone thinks he sucks. I think he is above average. Average.
He's a great backup.
Average. He's a great backup.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was a great pickup for the Suns, who needed a point guard, but he got cut. I know shit about basketball.
Yeah, that shocked me too. So.
Yeah, like dude, he's not good enough. And then he signed with Memphis.
Yeah.
Afterwards, so it was like he was gonna go there. Oh my god!
It seems like that whole thing was just too stressful for the amount of talent that was on the table. Like
yeah, exactly.
So it's. It's so true. It's so true. So DFD was questioning. You think that you like Trevor Ariza?
Well, yeah, I like him as a player. I was listening to your Instagram Live. Anyone who listens to at Daily Sports Dosage IG Live on Tuesday night. No, you started it out.
I couldn't believe
he's
it.
Old, he's a bum, and all this. And I think he's a great defender, and he's a great complementary piece for a playoff team.
You're thinking when he was on the Rockets, though. If he has what he did on the Rockets, he's a perfect piece for a good team.
Yeah.
If he can still have that in the tank.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. Trevor Ariza's been around for frickin' years.
15
of
those years.
But
he knows the playoff structure.
Yeah, no, he's a great piece for like a team that's trying to make a push.
Like
so that's why the Lakers wanted him.
Lakers should use him.
Okay, so we're all saying NBA. Come on, get your shit together.
Just be better.
If you need front office,
wait, last thing about that. If you had to have one player in that trade, who would you have? Out of
Austin Rivers, I thought. I really like Austin Rivers.
I would say Dylan Brooks. And then second would be...
I like Dylan Brooks.
Yeah,
fine.
Dylan Brooks and Kelly Oubre would be my two.
Yeah, well, Kelly Oubre is still a young talent. It's hard to say Ariza, he's just too old.
Yeah, you don't...
Yeah, like... Kelly Oubre's okay. I don't really like him that much, but he's a decent player.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question of the day that we asked previously was, who is more likely to get Anthony Davis?
The Brow.
The Boston Celtics or the LA Lakers. So what it really comes down to is that what they're willing to trade. They both have great assets.
You got to say Celtics are the favorites strictly. I think
because of the picks.
Because of the picks, they both have equal talent.
But then if you look at it, like you're telling me you wouldn't rather have a combination of Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and Josh Hart than like who? It'd be Jayson Tatum. Has to be probably.
Tatum.
Do you think Brown too?
Rozier. Oh, yeah, Terry Rozier.
See, if you do those three, I obviously would go to the
Tatum
Celtics.
Is so much better than Brandon Ingram.
It's so much better. But the thing is that Brandon Ingram has a ridiculous potential.
What about Kuzma and Tatum?
Yeah, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
I know he's not a big fan.
I'm not Kuzma,
but drops like 30 every night.
But this year, there's probably 10 players in the league you trade for Kuzma. That's how good he's been.
Yeah,
he's been.
But he's like you don't have to worry about him off the court. He's a great
player. Why? Because he's playing Fortnite?
He's just,
I want to go back for a second. Like last year, I'll never forget this. His pick was in the trade from the Nets for the Timothy Mozgov and
Lil Dang.
And what?
Lil Dang.
I don't know if he was in that, but it was D-Lo.
It was just a contract.
Yeah, and I remember I called you and was like, "What a terrible trade!" You're like, "No, the Lakers dominated."
Well, they got rid of all the money off their books.
You look at this now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's no chance that pick was going to turn into Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They flipped that good.
Okay, so who do you guys think who's more likely to get him?
All right, I'm not gonna tell you who's more likely. I'm gonna tell you where he is going. He's going to the Boston Celtics. 4. It's gonna be Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier, and maybe a first-round pick. All 4 of them is what they're gonna have to give up to get him. Because New Orleans isn't letting them go for anything unless it's like jaw-dropping.
I was thinking in my head, I really do think that this would get the deal done. Al Horford, Jayson Tatum's gone. Jayson Tatum has to be.
Gotta go. Like if you want AD.
Yeah,
as
so
much as
he's in the middle.
AD's like,
and I love Jayson Tatum. He's gonna be a stud. He's gonna be a top 5 player in the NBA. Potentially dude. Anthony Davis is a perennial all-star. Like he's like that good of a player. Al Horford, Jayson Tatum, Terry Rozier, and like a couple first-round picks. That gets the deal done, I think. But that like really hurts the Celtics because that's like all their role players.
Yeah,
and shit,
you have to rely on a hurt Gordon Hayward.
I mean, they do need to move some players. They do. I think that they're on a roll now, but their bench is too deep. They need to move one of those like big name players like Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, one of those guys.
You can't just hoard all these players. You gotta make the moves.
I think he's going to go to the Lakers. Honestly,
really?
I do.
I mean, I'm going to bring a point if you want to continue with the Lakers and who they're going to give away. I was listening to this guy on the radio, and it seemed like he knew exactly what he was talking about. So you know how the AD to Boston's been kind of talked about for the last year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years.
Yeah,
Danny Ainge wants him. They said in any other sport, the NBA is that one sport where you hear about, but minus Kevin Love. Remember when Kevin Love was supposed to go to the Celtics? They brought up that, and he was like one of the only ones that
there's drama between other.
Yeah, drama, exactly. This guy said you got to really. When you hear someone's going to be going to a team, eventually it's going to happen. So the Celtics were talked about getting Kyrie for a while, and in that draft.
See, I disagree. I feel like I didn't know Kyrie.
The Celtics knew they were going to get Kyrie at the draft when they traded their pick because they could have got Markelle Fultz, the number 1 point guard. They traded not to number 2 to get Lonzo Ball, another point guard. They traded number 3 where they thought Tatum was going to slide to. Or if they didn't take Tatum, they would have taken someone else. They didn't want a point guard. They knew they were getting Kyrie Irving. Mm-hmm. It all makes sense.
Okay.
Why would the Celtics not take, Lonzo Ball and Markelle Fultz were going to be 1-2?
I agree with that, but there's also so many of these times that you have players like Paul George that was supposed to come that he didn't come. You know, and there are a lot of
Absolutely.
speculative. And when you have these elite 5-star players, it's like a coin toss. There's no way that you're going to know where he's going. Every team in the league is fighting to get that
I firmly believe
you know?
at this point, whatever Danny Ainge does, I trust him. Because he has made the right picks, right trades. I firmly believe that he would have taken Jayson Tatum #1 overall.
I think
because he thought he had Kyrie. Is that why? You think so? The why he liked Tatum so much?
Well, he was trying to get more.
They were going to get Kyrie.
I kind of like that.
He got more value, you know, in that
definitely.
Tatum pick.
Definitely, because they didn't have Hayward at that time either.
Overall, I think AD's going to the Celtics, and I'm pretty excited about that. Really excited. And I think they're going to give away Tatum, Rozier, Marcus Morris, and a first-round pick.
Marcus Morris is actually a key piece.
Because right now, he's a great piece.
Such a good contract to have.
Oh. But Ainge is that's what hurts because he loves good contracts.
But he's also in a contract year.
But that's what the Pelicans are going to want. Too. You know,
because
they want, but
they want talent. They want talent. I really do think it's going to be Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Morris, probably Terry Rozier.
Well, Marcus Morris has more
give
value
the whole team away to get AD. Honestly.
Yeah, all you need is Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, AD, and then that's about it.
There was so many times where if you back in the day in 2008 when the Celtics had the big three, they said that they had the worst bench of all time, like in history. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You need stars.
Yeah, and then it was like Keon dueling, right?
Star-centered league.
Okay, so Anthony Davis is on the move. Book it. So we are going to introduce a new segment. We're going to do a then and now segment, basically where we're going to compare a player back in the day into a player more recent.
So someone retired for like
an all-star player. So as you guys know, there was a little bit of a debate going on. Who would you rather have, Kevin Durant or Tracy McGrady? And we want to highlight that as well. So DFD can start because I think he has the spiciest take of them all.
Yeah, well, I'm of the unpopular opinion of I'm going with the old school T-Mac. Absolutely love him. Guy was a stud. Guy can score.
Yeah, and I'm actually looking right now.
What was it? 13 points
in like 10 seconds.
11 seconds to win the game.
Yeah, and I'm reading right now. He's been a beast.
And if you take him in his prime, before his injuries and everything like that, one of the best, most prolific scorers.
Well, that's what hurts. Does that suck when you can be like?
But that's what I'm talking. Yeah. I'm talking prime in this debate. We're talking
in the Magic
whole career.
In the Magic, when he was on the Magic,
exactly.
talent-wise.
That's a safe one.
Okay, so if you're saying that, I can see that, but I think that Kevin Durant is the best scorer ever. He's just effortless. So I'll tell you to help you
drop
out.
some stats for the people.
Yeah. So we got 8 years in a row. Tracy McGrady scored over 20 points in a row. That's pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
And one year he had 32.1.
T-Mac has averaged more points than him in a single season.
Yeah, and then KD scored 32 one year.
Pretty similar.
It's very similar stats. I do think to be a better scorer back in the day was much more valued because of the defense. I do agree with that.
In 2004 compared to 2004.
But I won't lie to you though, I still think that Kevin Durant is on that ridiculously elite level. But it's hard for me to pick because I do love T-Mac.
I think this is a great
conversation.
It is. I mean, KD's a little taller. I'm thinking about their overall stature.
Length.
KD, they both have very similar length.
KD's unguardable though.
Yeah, KD was. Is it no one thinks about how much better KD's gotten better defensively? He used to kind of just be average. He gets crazy blocks. He kind of almost
it's because he's looking long.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a freak.
But it doesn't matter though. He concentrates on defense. So you look at physical specimens like Russell Westbrook. He's not a lockdown defender. He actually sucks at defense. He could be great, but he's not. So KD's actually got that mind where he wants to play defense, plays offense. scores however he wants, whenever he wants.
And back in the day,
I'll
too,
have
like,
to go with KD.
yeah, I'm gonna go with KD too.
If they play one-on-one, T-Mac wins
That's a
21,
that's a
14,
great
book it.
one-on-one game. I'm not
It's a- I
talking
would love
one-on-one.
but in their prime, obviously, though.
Yeah,
Like,
of
so,
course,
like,
yeah.
because T-Mac, I think, could guard him. I think.
I know, he's long.
think.
He's a good defender. He's
I
also
think.
long.
They're
Yeah,
both
at the time, he was known for being a great defender. as
T-Mac
well.
also said he could play in the league right now, this year, 2018.
He said he would drop 20 points. And he also dumped on Evan Fournier's face whenever Fournier said that he would take Kevin Durant, and then literally T-Mac like absolutely took a poop on his face and said, "No, get out of here, buddy."
Who are you?
Yeah.
That's a good debate, though. That's tough.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with KD.
I'll
He's
go
going
with
to go with
KD.
KD. He's going to go with T-Mac. I got to be honest with you, though, that's a little bit closer to the comfort. Like, I could see why I would go with T-Mac. There's going to be other ones where I'm like, no chance I'm going with
How
this guy.
tall was T-Mac? Like 6'9", 6'10"?
Yeah, at least 6'9".
So
I would
KD's
say
only
a
got a couple
solid
inches
6'9",
on him.
yeah.
They're both.
I'm
They
looking at it right
both
now.
definitely could have some sandwiches for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. a
But
little-
Tracy actually had some size on him. He really
Towards
did.
the end of his career,
Yeah.
he got thick with a
Oh,
K.
he was when he was on the
Thick with a K.
Spurs.
With 2
Yeah,
C's.
when he was on the Spurs, he could back down Duncan.
6'8".
Okay, so he's like LeBron.
Oh my god. Really quick. Did you guys see that MVP photo of Tim Duncan when he accepted it? He's wearing like
The dad jeans?
dude, he's wearing jorts.
Yeah.
And he's wearing like a red t-shirt, wearing like those Jesus
Can you
sandals.
view the picture, please?
Yeah, I will show you. It's
I know.
absolutely horrible. And,
Love it.
and it's like sitting next to it and everyone's like, this needs to be revoked. Okay, oh
That's
my
like
god.
Dirk.
Tim
Remember
Duncan
that
had
picture?
drip back in the day.
The picture I sent you with Dirk.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, dude, back in the day, if you look at like 2000s, like
It was
what
the,
the way they
that
dressed.
was the draft.
Yeah, they had the
class.
longest like
Even
sleeves
Le-
and shit. Yeah,
LeBron was
it's
in
like
that draft.
like
That's
they
great.
wore like South Pole and shit. You know?
I love it. Yeah, that was the big one.
Fubu, David John.
Cool.
Wow, it's so quick when things end when you're having a great time.
Well, because the NBA is so fun. It's a great drama league, like you guys.
Yeah,
said.
it's absolutely drama, and
I
I
can
love
see that
NBA
twinkle
drama.
in your eye when we talk about.
I want to be able to cry. All right, so we're gonna close up shop here. So, what the most important thing is you're following us on all platforms. So we have Daily Sports Dosage, which is on Instagram, Daily Football Dosage, which is on Instagram, Daily Basketball Dosage, which is on Instagram, and then Official DSC, which is on Twitter. And the most important of them all,
I can see it.
we need you to be following, subscribing, commenting, liking, everything you need to do. Tell all your friends and family. And what it really comes down to is we need you to be great. Thank you, y'all.